You guys, I'm back with another video from Watch Talk and Act, and this time we have Tamara Little on. I've never watched this, but I made sure to share it to my Facebook so I could come back later and just react to this. So I'm gonna let her tell this story, whatever's going on, and throughout I'll pause it and give some commentary, and we'll go from there. But for now, I'm just gonna put myself on mute so that there won't be so much background noise and echoing effect. And we're just gonna play this video. So let's get into it.
Hi guys, it's Tamara. So I want to talk about something a little bit juicy. So I recently had a conversation with a young lady from the Caribbean, and that part is important, the fact that she is from the Caribbean. Now, I don't want to provide you guys with too much details because the young lady does follow me on the page, and I don't want it to seem like I am bashing her or outing her business. But I think that what we discussed was a very good example about what us island folks experience, and this is one of the reasons my page was also created,
What could
was
this
to bring
be?
attention to subject matters like sex and all these other taboo type of um, issues and topics where the women especially, we are scolded, berated, we are just talked about, we get rumors spread on us, things are taken out of context a lot of times because some things just shouldn't be discussed, especially by us ladies. And I really want to change that narrative. Okay, so on my page, it's a safe space to.
Let me say this real quick. Like, I don't mind somebody having like something that they want to tell me, but just don't say, "Oh, I was gonna tell you something, but never mind." Don't do that. Like, just tell me. So that's some people go to the grave not telling something, and it just eats them up alive. But let's keep playing it. Let's see what she's gonna say.
Talk about all of those subject matters, okay? So I'm talking to this young lady. She wanted me to be a listening ear to her because she's experiencing some, tough times. And basically, what's happening is she is with a man. She has children with this man. And they've been together for a number of years, more than 10 years. And so she's no longer in love with this man. It's come to the point where they're barely having sex at this point, okay? And so she has started seeing another man, you know, on the side. This is a little sneaky link.
Bruh. Here we go with the shenanigans. Here we go with the shenanigans.
Well, not that I condone this, but at the same time, it wasn't my place to judge this young lady. She wanted me to be a listening ear, and so that's what I was to her, or for her. Okay, so my thing is, there was a number of things going on with that, and please, ladies and gentlemen, chime in. Again, this is not a place to be judgmental of others. We are educating, we are giving insight, but we're not judging, and we're not again berating and scolding and doing all of those things that we have to go through anyway. We're not doing that on this page, okay? So be mindful of that. We need to uplift.
How are we gonna not judge a woman who cheats on her husband who's pretty much been loyal to her? She basically turned into like the whole of Dr. Seuss, basically. Like, I hop on cock. Cock pop top. I hop on cock again. What are we supposed to do? I mean, there's no rhyme or reason for her cheating. Like, did he do something that serious in order for her to cheat? I'm gonna just keep going.
People here on this page. So let me scoot up here. Now, she's sleeping with this other guy while she's living with her man and their children. So while that is its own issue, she is having difficult time because the guy, the sneaky link, he considers himself single. But whenever he says to her that, you know what, I don't have to worry about things like that because I'm single, this bothers her. So she feels like because she's already having sex with him and she already gave up the honeypot, that he should stop sleeping with all other women. Keep in mind, she lived with a man and she's also sleeping with that man, albeit they're not sleeping together as often, but it's still happening.
This woman's got to be delusional and crazy. First of all, you are married. Your husband could off the both of y'all for violation. But yet you want to get mad at this dude that's clapping the cheeks because he sees himself as single and he can do whatever he wants to. So let me get this straight. You're catching feelings for a dude who you know you aren't supposed to be involved with. Wow. You can't make this up, bro.
And I don't know how that one works, but I will tell you, I have been there before in the sense of where when I started talking to, not sleeping with as yet, when I start talking to a guy, I just believe that you should stop talking to all other women. But this is my opinion. Okay? That's probably why I have the issues that I have, right? So what are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you guys really think that she should take issue with the fact that this guy considers himself single, the sneaky link? Okay? Do you?
My thought? Cut it off. You have a husband. Anything could happen. You're playing with fire. Ma'am, don't be stupid. You have a child. You have children. You have a husband. You're playing with fire. You don't know. Everybody thinks they know their partner's true ways, but we don't. There's other things about people that we just don't know. So chill out. Lay low, get away. If you have to keep the secret till you die, then do that. But leave it alone. Quit trying to be something that you're not in these relationships, man. And trying to control somebody who you're sleeping with. You want him to catch feelings because you're miserable with this marriage that you're in. How stupid is that? Just be honest with the man that you're with.
I think she should be feeling hurt because she does get into her feelings when he says things like this. Because she feels like, well, I'm giving you the honeypot. What else do you want? I can't give you a relationship because I'm with this guy. But, you know, you're getting the goods. So I'm not sure if she's thinking that giving up the honeypot and giving him the sex, if that's supposed to be enough to sustain him and for him to not seek other women. Okay? So you guys can discuss this. The second thing is, she asks him questions all the time, and when he chooses not to answer those questions, she gets very upset and emotional. She gets into her feelings. And the types of questions she's wanting to, you know, for him to answer is things like, are you having sex with other women? Are you seeing other women? Do you guys think that he should be answering those questions as the sneaky link? You know? And do you think that she should be getting into her feelings?
I'm gonna say this, in all fairness, that if she's sleeping with other, if she's asking him if he's sleeping with other people, that's a legit question. And the only reason why what makes that legit is somebody could get an STD, and if her husband gets an STD, guess who he's gonna be looking at? Whoa, you gave me an STD. I haven't snuck around on you, but you're sneaking around on me? Really? So that's automatically going to make her guilty. And then he's going to ask her, okay, well, how long has this been going on? If he decides to ask, he may beat her. This is an islander. Islanders don't play, man. I'm just saying.
I mean, I could sit here and say I think she shouldn't be, but hey, I think a lot of us women have been there in that situation where, again, once we're messing with a guy, regardless of what we have going on, you know, back home, we feel that once we give a man the honeypot, that's it. He's ours, right? So Let's talk about that one. So one of the things I presented to her, and this really is the reason for this video, one of the things that I told this young lady is, instead of cheating on your man, because essentially that's what you're doing. It doesn't matter that what you have with him is just not working anymore, you're not happy. None of that really matters, okay? You're cheating on him. Why don't you buy yourself a dildo, a vibrator, some sex toys, and pleasure yourself? Oh my God, you would have thought the heavens clapped.
No, because that's very disrespectful to a man. It's one thing if a man introduces something like that into the sexual relationship because he may not have stamina or whatever it is. But it's another thing when a woman is doing that instead of hooking up with her man. That's going to make a man feel very upset and like he's not a man. So it's better if she's going to do that they do it together. So that way it won't seem like she's being selfish. She needs to be selfless. And I don't know what the sexual issue is with the man, but what's going on, because she needs to be honest with herself. There's something going on with her. Let me play this now.
Open, and the Holy Ghost was here to deliver us from evil. I mean, you would have thought that's the worst suggestion I had ever had in my life, because she was like, "What? Me nah do them thing there." So weird there. You prefer to be giving another man your honey pot. You prefer to be exposing yourself to STDs and pregnancy, right? You prefer to be giving your body to another man knowing you're sleeping with one every night instead of using some sex toys. This is how we are conditioned in the Caribbean. A lot of us girls had that mentality, and a lot of us still do, where it is so...
It's not just the Caribbean, it's around the world. Like, this isn't just America, Caribbean, Mexico, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia. It's anywhere in the world that this stuff is going on. When people cheat, they cheat. Information has gone all around the world. Toys, things like that of that nature, they're all around the world. So you can't escape it. Sex is a huge part of how the world functions nowadays. So dildos, all that, toys, blah blah blah, that's just what it is. So let me keep
like unheard of that we can use sex toys. Sex toys are a great way to practice, for one. Two, it helps you to get to know your body a little bit better so that you can also teach men how to please you. Two. And three, you can't get pregnant. Four, you can't get STDs. Five, you're not cheating. Right? So I just thought it was a little bit absurd that she was just up in arms and couldn't believe that I suggested using sex toys. I'm like, woman, I would give them to you myself. I would buy them for you myself. If that means you just cut that sneaky link off, and then, while you're working on improving your situation in the ways that her and I discussed, you start doing it yourself to yourself. I mean, what is so wrong with that? And my island folks, please chime in here. If I really want you guys to, but good Lord, I already know what kind of backlash you guys you'll get to. But what is so wrong with us island folks using sex toys to pleasure ourselves? You guys are already having sex anyway, so what's the big deal in doing it with a toy? What's the worst that could happen? It even has its own speeds. You can set it like zip.
It's selfish though, like to think about that. It's one thing for men to do it, but we rarely do stuff like that. We don't hardly get these fleshlights, things like that. We want the real thing because women are animated. You can get into it. It really gets you into a mood, and it just like makes a man feel like a man. But a woman getting a huge dildo that isn't even a man size, that's like, whoa, bro, come on. See, now you overdoing it. Because she'll find maybe more pleasure from the vibration. Say, for instance, you're a smaller guy, and thank God I'm not, but if you're a smaller guy, right? You have a smaller penis, and the dildo is just huge. It's up here making it look like she gave birth. She may get a prolapse, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how freaky she is. That's just stuff that it's almost like a cheat code for women, which isn't fair to us men. So no, we don't want that. It's selfish. But let's keep going.
You can adjust it to however you want it. You can't do that with a real penis. So, I don't know. I mean, I would choose a sex toy any day in this situation. I just don't understand why a lot of the younger girls and a lot of the Caribbean women choose not to use sex toys, but will do all of these wrong things. And I'm saying, quote, wrong things, because I'm not in a position to judge them. You know, I listen to people. They have me, people have me talk to them and call them all the time because they just want me to be listening ear. And I don't go in there to judge them. But I do find some stories very interesting. I just thought this was one. So guys, let's talk about this one. Let's bust it wide open. Let's break it down, okay? Keep in mind, this is a safe space. Yeah? Have yourself a wonderful day. Peace, love, and light.
I'm not even going to say I'm in shock about this. In today's modern world, a lot of men and women are cheating on their spouses. I mean, it's like these people can't control themselves, period. What this woman did isn't even trifling. I'm not even going to say the word trifling. I'm sick of the word trifling. The word I'm going to use for this is evil, pure out evil. It makes no sense. I want to tell people this. If you're going to get in these relationships and you know you're going to cheat, just leave the person. All that wasted time, energy, the ceremonies, the connectivity of the families meshing together. And that's one thing people need to understand. You don't just marry that person. You marry the family. If you're going to be doing this, just leave the person way before you do all that other stuff. Because you're ruining this other person. And we always talk about this, you know, specifically with Zoe Williams. Zoe Williams always talk about the person that you're in a relationship being a mirror of you. Have you ever argued with yourself and then eventually put the person who you're in love with or in a relationship with in front of you? That's the person who is you. But you don't know how to treat them because of all your past traumas that you've been dealing with. People, you must understand that it's more than just about love, especially when you're dealing with a marriage, man. And when you have kids, it's just devastating that this woman does this. And I'm not going to feel sorry for whatever the consequences happen to her if she ever gets caught. So it is what it is. Y'all watch, talk, and act, but don't just act, people. Create solutions. Peace.